Can you check to see somebody from the reception is calling me? Oh, he is. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he need to be in here.
Yeah. So, he's not gonna come for him?
He's not gonna come for me? I'll go get him.
No, I'll do it. Let me just finish this thought before we forget it, and he can wait for a second. So what, without naming names, what kind of people did you do the footwork for? Without naming names, what kind of people did you do the footwork for?
The bosses.
Yeah, but just, tell me in a full sentence. I did the footwork for...
I did the footwork for bosses. Me and Suge got the same boss, really. Yeah.
And was it drug money?
Yes, that's what it was.
In a full sentence?
Yes, it was drug money.
Yeah, so let me get feel safe. We can stop down. Yeah, well, how much time do we have in that? Okay, let's just keep rolling.
Don't talk about me. Okay. Okay, hey. Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm good. Good job.
I feel everything jiggling.
So he in there talking to the door?
He's not gonna talk if you're not there.
Why he do that every time I'm in there?
What?
He's supposed to be in there with me, dog.
Just come in.
What are you talking?
What's creating more headaches?
Why don't know how we got to make the conversation? We need you to come in. We'll stick to that. That's right. So,
some bullshit, man. I made this happen. And he told my sister that, I swear to God, man. And she sweats me every motherfucking month for rent money. Because he told her that.
Just please come in. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked you up with the Louis. I said, Shawty, I've been there this man.
It makes my life more difficult. Yeah, we're good.
He really crossed me. Nigga, no way in hell he'll let that book come out. He would have been when he said something about my brother. Hell no. It's Shorty a chick, huh? He wrong, man. He hooked this up. Yeah, I'm glad he's all on it. In fact, I didn't even talk to him. I talked to him first about it. No, listen. I know we was already doing this house and all that, spending the night and all that.
Oh, you get out? He's talking to Tara, and Tara has to leave, so he's going to be here in 10 minutes.
Tara got to leave. Okay, I need to talk to her too, though. I'm going to talk to her.
You know where she is?
Yeah. What's up, man?
Tara, you can stop there.
I'll translate.
What's all that?
Yeah. Right, basically, yeah.
Yeah, just give me.
That's a huge admission from an OG from Compton with verifiable connections to see on camera, yes. Straight from the horse. He's the go-between.
It doesn't have to be so complicated. It's like a fucking marriage.
Nobody's talking to Suge right now because he's cut off, but no, they fell out. But, certainly not after Tupac's here.
I'll get pushing to get everything going, and then we can kind of figure out
So I'll give it to you after. Yeah. I mean, I have to get it from them, but I can give it to you. I wanted to go to Vegas. And,
to the hero shop.
Yeah.
Right after the hero shop. There's not much more 25 G's, right? We probably could do 10 today.
I only have authorization for 5.
I know, but
You can talk.
I'll just take it for
if you need it.
because I need a little property.
But if you need, then when we go meet in Vegas for your hero shop, we'll just bring the other 26 years. Does that work? Still want to get some good hero shops. But your check's not.
It's all good. Hi, Ashley. This is Mario Diaz calling you back. Hi. Good. Okay, cool.
I don't know why they're taking a break. I didn't hear somebody couldn't get in or something. I don't know. I have not heard his voice, but he didn't say much last time.
Then make a left. It was the wrong path.
Oh, you got to take the wrong path.
Hey there, how are you? I'm good. I'm actually, just wanted to call you back real quick because but I'm doing interviews today, so I don't have a lot of time. Tell me.
Which one for you to be doing for lunch?
How did that get started?
Oh, we had a place called Compton Hydraulics. Our brother did, and they used to call up here and ask for lowriders.
Who did?
All kind of entertainers, movie people, and everything. So that's how, Batman from what's his name, Marcus Houston. Yeah, he used a few of them called,
And how did you end up in the video?
I went up.
Well, a crew. Like
I never was in no video. I would never put myself out there like that.
Was it in Orlando in some of the videos too? I feel like I've seen his face in some of the videos.
Not that I know of.
But you guys started, when you started hanging out with Puffy and going to concerts, and how did that relationship start?
He called one night. Who did? Puff. Puff called one night and asked us was it cool to come out on the West Coast for his concerts. Yeah. And so, shit. Then he came. The first concert we went to was in Irvine at the Summer Jam. And then Suge was there. When they got off the stage, when Biggie didn't perform, Suge asked me, how did I know them guys? And I seen he was kind of getting jealous then because Biggie had a hot record right then. Had a Bruno Chance. And that was the hottest thing going on right there.
So how did you get on stage with those guys?
I knew some New York people that knew them. New York guys. Yeah.
So you were on stage?
Yeah.
Doing the performance?
Yes, I was on stage with them, yeah.
I wanted to ask you how that works, because they call you guys up to see if it's okay to come to LA. What does that mean? For some of us who don't understand,
No, you hold on.
Yeah.
No, he would call see if it was cool to come out to LA because he was scared of Suge, and they had a beef. Some shit started in Atlanta or something. Yeah.
So did you guys offer him security? Is that how it went down, or?
No, we ain't no security guards. You know what I'm saying? No, we just went to the concerts with him. I guess he was trying to be slick because we're Crips and his enemies are Bloods. You know what I'm saying? I guess he was being smart. I don't know. But me and Suge was friends, so I used to go to parties. Everything was Suge. Me and Suge at parties and all that. Clubs, all that.
So at that point, it was still cool.
Yeah, it was
you still talked to Suge, no problem. You still talked to, you hung out with Puffy's people, no problem.
Yeah, no problem, yeah.
When did it become a problem?
I guess when that guy, Big J, got killed in Atlanta.
Tell me about that.
The word on the street was his Puffy bodyguard killed him. Yeah, out there in Atlanta at a party or something.
And then, I want to understand how, Puffy is afraid that Sugar's going to do something, so he calls you guys out, right?
No, he was having a tour that year, that BET tour, and he was just shit. I guess he was paranoid, scared. And he's like, I guess he used the Crips. You know what I'm saying? So he just called and asked, can we come to the concert?
Right. Did you guys have a good time with him?
Oh, yeah, it was cool. Had a nice time.
All right, so let's go through all the stuff we talked about last time. How many times did you meet Puffy?
How many times have I met Puffy?
Yeah.
Shit, I can't remember. It was so many times I can't remember.
Was there a specific time and place where you guys talked about him being scared?
Shit, at Greenbacks on Sunset.
What happened there?
Shit, you eat upstairs at the deli, and you order your food downstairs. So me and him went downstairs and ordered a couple of champagne bottles. And we talked about it then.
What did he say?
What did he say? Shit, he was just scared of the guy and shit. That's all.
Did he ask you to do something for him?
Shit. Not really. Yeah. What?
He's nodding. He's saying yes.
Okay. Yes, he asked us to do something.
Can you tell me what that is?
I guess he wanted the big guy taken care of. Shit. That's all in shit. I'm not no killer, so shit, I don't know why he was asking me. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Shit. That ain't my line of work. Yeah.
So, how did you meet Puffy initially? Was it through Zip? We talked about who Zip was. Let's dig in a little bit. Who's Zip and how did you meet him?
I meet Zip. We played a baseball game at our park. Just a different neighborhood, and he happened to be their pitcher. Yeah.
Happened to be the pitcher?
Happened to be their pitcher, yeah.
And what was his line of work?
What was his line of work? Well, he's a pimp, and he get money in the streets. Yeah.
So what, were you guys in business together?
No, not really.
You just tell me what he did for you in terms of the Puffy relationship. Did he connect you to him? Is that who introduced you?
Yeah, that's who introduced. Yeah.
So can you say that in the confused?
Yeah. Von Zip introduced me to Puff. That's how I met Puff. Yeah.
Right. Let me just keep checking my notes here. So once you knew what Puff wanted, did you look for an opportunity to, help him out with his problem?
Oh, no, sir. I didn't need the money. I was well off my damn self. Matter of fact, he was just starting out, so my pockets was better than his. Okay.
Tell me about your life during that time. Like, what were you're putting in a lot of money, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Paint a picture of what that looks like. Like, what was it? How much money were you bringing in? How large were you living?
Do I got to say that?
You can give an idea. You don't have to be like super specific to the dollar amount. Just give me a sense of it.
About 4.2 or million every month. Right, yeah. It wasn't honest though. Yeah.
How much did you keep?
About 20%. Yeah.
So
That's how much I would make, yeah.
So to you, the money didn't matter.
Yeah.
When things got hot in Vegas, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, but when things got hot in Vegas, was it about the money? You know, when you guys went after Sugar and Tupac?
Really, it seemed like they came after us. Jumped on my nephew at the, yeah. Seemed like they was targeting us. Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
So, let's go back. I'm jumping around a lot. So, let's go back to the Puffy thing. After you met with him at Greenblatt's, when did you see him again? The candy? Yeah.
Is that right?
He can hear the candy going.
Okay. All right.
Either swallow it or spit it out.
Okay.
So, after you met him at Greenblatt's, did you see him again?
After that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen him a few times, concerts and stuff like that, yeah.
And was he still concerned about the beef with Suge?
No, not really. Shit, he had about 50 Crips with him, shit. And he hired some Navy SEALs, too. So, damn, I was like, damn. Yeah.
So just tell me the beginning of that. So Puffy wasn't afraid because?
Oh, Puffy wasn't afraid because he had 50 Crips with him. And plus he had about 10 Navy SEALs in the room, shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about Orlando. Who's Orlando Anderson?
Orlando Anderson is my nephew. My nephew, my best friend, and my son, everything. He's everything.
You guys did a lot of stuff together, hung out, chilled out?
He was a youngster, just graduated from high school. And, they jumped on him, 20-year-old kid, some grown men jumped on the kid. That's my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Seemed like he always picking on some kids. Yeah.
Did he become part of your crew?
No, not really. I would never put my nephew in a position like that to be part of no crew like that.
But he's affiliated with gangs, right? He's affiliated with the Crips. He's not. I've seen pictures of him flashing gang signs.
Well, shit, he grew up over there. That's a culture, Yeah, it's culture over there. Yeah, that's all. He went to school. That's our neighborhood. Period.
So what happened? I want to set the stage for what happened at the lobby of the MGM, right? Somebody saw him and said, "That's the guy who stole my chain," right?
Yeah.
There had been a previous incident at the Lakewood Mall.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you know about that stuff?
Well, it was a football player. It was a guy, one of my little homeboys named Marcus. He was playing football he was going to play football for Arizona State. And we was up there to buy him some stuff to go play football with. Like shoes, to go off to college with, send him off right.
You were there?
No, I wasn't there.
Okay.
But they was there to send him off right, to give him support so he could be all right when he go to college. It just so happened he rented 3 of the death row guys, and he was there by himself. And they was bird dogging him, talking shit to him. Death row, mob, Pyru, and all that. So, shit, he jumped off, Marcus, he wasn't no punk. He could fight good, and he was a football player, so he athletic. So he grabbed, he knocked the guy out, grabbed his chain, that's all. We ain't had no bounty on no chain. We don't want that little punk-ass chain. You know what I'm saying? The little changes. Yeah. Or worth shit.
So so they started it.
They started it, yeah.
And who's Marcus?
Marcus, he was a football player he was from our neighborhood. He was just graduated from Dominguez High School. He would play football.
And he was there that day with...
He was there at the mall by himself. Then, it was 3 guys from Death Row there, from Mile Pie Road. They was bird dogging, talking shit to him, woo. Because he had on a little S hat that represented our neighborhood. So they was, bird dogging him. Just so my nephew knew happened to come up to the mall.
So he got involved because he saw what was happening, or how did he get there?
Or did my nephew get there? No, they was going to meet him up there so he can buy him some stuff. Send him off right to Arizona State. Good athlete. Play strong safety.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get straight. Like, they were together when they encountered the guys from Death Row?
No, Marcus was by himself.
How did Orlando get involved there?
Orlando and his Marcus friend, they just graduated from high school. They all friends, played sports together. They came up to the mall to meet Marcus so they could help him send him off right to college.
No, I understand that, but when the shit started happening, where was Orlando?
He was walking into the mall, walking into the Foot Locker. And Marcus seen his homeboys. Like, we're even now, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And Marcus just took off on him.
I understand.
Knocked the dude through the shoes, took his little change.
Right.
Snatched his change. Orlando didn't have nothing to do with that fucking change. Period.
Because I understood that there was like a bounty for the change.
That's bullshit. What? $200, $300 change? Bounty? Shit. Doc looked like he got a gun. Got the buzzing. Shit. I got the duck. Shit. Got the busting back. Duck. Hit the corner. Made it right. So the white car got the chasing us. Still busting. We dished him out. Went in the back of the carriage house. It's a hotel called a carriage house. Got up out the car.
Okay, so let's again take it step by step. What car were you driving?
I wasn't driving no car.
Oh, what car were you in?
A white Cadillac. A rented white Cadillac.
Okay, and then when you saw them, how did you recognize them? I mean, you were driving on the street. How did you know it was them?
He was hanging out. Tupac was hanging out the window, passenger side window. Talking about this Tupac. I mean, all the chicks was like, Tupac. He was like a celebrity, like he was in parade. Yeah.
And so, after that, you knew that they were. Where were they driving?
They was driving a BMW. Yeah. But shit. Once we got back to Compton, he was saying little Reggie and all of them was shooting at the car. So we got the car painted. We took it to the paint shop. You know what I'm saying? So we turned the car in so there would be no evidence.
Okay, but let's go back to the moment that it happened, right? So you're driving, you see Suge and Tupac in the BMW. You turn around, right? You described it as a U-turn,
yeah.
So that you're facing, so that you're coming in the from the opposite direction, right? Tell me what happened in that moment.
Let's say one more time.
Tell me what happened in that moment when you finally come close to their car.
No, we came close. We came from the gutter then. Oh shit! Pop reached down and got his little shit. Got the busing. Shit. We got the busing back. Shit. I never bust. I was on the ducking shit. I didn't want to get hit. A couple of people had some little fragments, glasses in the air and shit. Shit. Once we hit that right on Cobalt, the right of the sea breeze was chasing us. Shit, a lot of shots. Got the fuck on, we made a right there on, just another little street right there where the carriage house was.
So, who pulled the trigger?
Who pulled the what?
Who pulled the trigger?
I don't know, to tell you the truth. I didn't see it.
Did Orlando pull the trigger? Who's closest to the other car?
Big Dre was the closest. Big Dre was the closest to the other car. But I was ducking, shit. The dude was crazy. I said, this dude really trying to get a reputation. He was jumping around, like, damn.
So you I want to make this really clear. You mean to tell me that even though you were in the car with those three guys, and you talked to them a bunch afterwards, you don't know who shot the shots?
That would be incriminating myself. Yes.
Okay. Are we cool with that, Lee? Okay, great. Yeah, okay. Let's stop there.
Let me go smoke through.
Yeah. Come back. Just give me one quick second. All right, so let's go back to that. Describe Tupac. What did he look like? Did he look like he was going to pull something? Just tell me everything you remember.
Okay, when we pulled up, I was in the front seat, passenger side. He went down, got his shit, got the buzzing. So shit, I ducked. All I know is shit came from the back seat and they got the busing back. Shit, we hit the corner after the shooting. And another white car got the chasing us. They got the shooting too. Shit.
Yeah, but you told me that already. So I just want to get it straight in my mind. Who's sitting in the back?
My nephew and my partner Big Dre.
And who's driving?
My partner Bubble Up.
So who? Behind the driver is Orlando, right?
No, Big Dre.
Big Dre. And so and Orlando's on the other side behind you.
Yes.
When the shots started ringing out, who's closer to the window?
Big Dre was. He was the same path. He was behind the driver. Big Dre was behind the driver.
Where'd the shots come from?
In the back seat.
Yeah, but who's closest? Who had the gun?
I don't know, sir. Tell you the truth. I was ducking.
And the fact that there was a gun there, does that mean that you guys were ready for something? Or you just...
No, we gangsters. What's wrong with guns? Yeah, better be caught with it than without it.
Do you remember anything else about that moment where the two cars met? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Do you remember anything else about that moment?
No, not really. It was like 20 years ago. The best recollection I can remember.
So let's talk about what we sort of started talking about outside. Like, there's allegations by certain police detectives that you had made a statement about who shot Tupac.
Not to my recollection. I'm telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying? You asked me for the truth. I'm here to tell you. 20 years, here to tell you. Get it from the horse's mouth. Right here.
Was there ever any discussion about who actually did the shooting?
Was there ever discussion with who?
Yeah, you guys.
No. That's the code of the streets. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So somebody can get out of free jail card when you tell people.
What are your thoughts about Greg Kading and his investigation and all the stuff that's been out there?
How I feel about it?
Yeah.
Well, I felt, I was railroad. Felt I was railroad, crossed. endanger my life, put me in a bad fucking situation, bad spot. Life been fucked up ever since. Don't nobody trust me, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up.
Why don't they trust you? Because they think you snitched?
Yeah. Yeah.
So can you tell me now whether what he published is true or false? Is there some truth to it? Not some of it is true, some of it is false?
Shit, I think he's just trying to make $1. You know what I'm saying? He got fired, trying to make $1 off the motherfucker. Yeah, that's what I figured. He's just trying to, use me so he can't use me no more. Shit, I'm fucking used up, man. Shit. He fucked over me, that's what I feel. Yeah.
And do you feel like the information that he has is completely false? Like, oh, sorry. The information that you have is that he has is completely false. I mean, it's known that they had a case on you, so you talked to them.
Is what you say?
I said it's known that they had a case on you.
It's known?
I mean,
shit. I can't, not that I can remember. Shit.
I'm trying to ask him to talk about what is known out there, the fact that he pointed at Orlando as being the shooter, and that's it's been published, and that's what there are legal, there are documents that have been published.
The question is.
My question was, how do you feel about that? Is there any truth to that? What is true? What is false?
Right, what I'm saying is you didn't ask me that question.
I did. You weren't here.
No. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So just ask him about, was it an investigation and there were statements made, and what is his opinion of the statements that were made?
Pardon me? Can you repeat that again?
There's an investigation, there were statements made that you made certain, allegations, and, what is your opinion on those statements that this statement was made?
Right.
And what should I say, brother?
Well, you can comment about what the real truth is compared to what people are saying. So this is what's true, and this is what people, that's not true what people say.
Okay. All right, come on.
So what that stuff that's been made public, what is true and what is false?
I'm giving you the truth right here, sir. Getting it from the horse's mouth. So, you can't get it no tour.
Right. So what I want to know is if you were in the car and you were there with your nephew, it's pretty close to what Greg Canning is saying, right?
Shit. Is it pretty close? What you think?
I think he's going to understand what he's asking.
In your own words, in those tapes that were made public, and this book Murder Rap, there's a film called Murder Rap. You, in your own words, we heard you say Orlando was the shooter.
You heard me say it?
Yes.
Shit, I never had been. Ain't nobody ever had no tape recorder with me, not to my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where the fuck he did some tape recorders. Shit maybe was made up or something.
So you're denying that you ever said that Orlando was the shooter?
Yes, I'm denying it.
And your statement now is that you were in the car, and shots rang out from your car, but you don't know who did it?
Exactly.
Okay.
It came from the back seat.
Okay. Is there any reason why you wouldn't be forthcoming about this information? In other words, is there a deal that you have in place that would not allow you to say with any detail about that?
I'll ask you.
You want me to jump in?
Yeah.
The way he's asking the question, the way that you want to answer the question is you want to explain to him that one, you don't have a recollection of that you reported, which is what you said, And secondly, if the circumstances which police officers try to investigate is not consistent with what the truth is. So you have no reason, what they're saying is different than what you're saying right now, which is you're really telling the truth, because the police don't have any motive for you to tell the whole story except the feds and what really happened. They just want to get what they need to get to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can explain, you can be more detailed like that, that's how you want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and you might want to mention, that you really don't recall how dealing with Kane that way. You did deal with Dupree. Remember you dealt with Dupree? So you might want to, the only person that you remember.
Well, let's start there. Because it just feels like a big. It's just getting confusing. Let's start there. You met with police. Who did you talk to? And what was your? What did they want from you? What did you tell them, etc.?
Well, what did I tell them?
Well, no, let's start from the beginning. You met with. When did you meet with police? Who did you meet with, and what did you tell them?
Why?
I think he's asking you in general, not that situation. Like, did anybody ever show up or ask you questions?
Correct.
Oh, shit. They've been sweating me for the last 20-something years, shit. I did, okay, you ready?
I am.
Okay. Well, they've been sweating me for the last 20-something years, ever since that shit happened. Because the first news report that came out said, Keffe D, nephew. Said, ever since then, I've been sweated by everybody. Compton police, FBI, fucking everybody. U.S. attorneys, fucking on my ass, man. I did 5.5 years in the feds. Every other month, they was up there saying, this is a rapper killer, you know what I'm saying? I just been targeted. Just been on my ass ever since.
And there's some truth to that, right? I mean, you were in the car.
Yes. Some truth. Yes. I was in the car.
And then what statements did you give police?
What statement I gave police? Shit.
In general.
I didn't give no statements. You know what I'm saying? Not that, I ain't ever been tape recorded or nothing.
But when it first happened, did they come and interview you?
Did they come and interview me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the FBI. Oh, shit.
What did you tell them? I guess what I'm asking is, what
did I tell them?
Did you tell them what you're telling me today?
No.
Why not?
Why not? Shit. Probably go to fucking jail.
So, help me understand, why are you now telling me what you're telling me?
Because I wanted to get the truth out. You get it from the horse's mouth. One more time, Wayne?
Is that okay?
Well,
What?
I think it's one statement he made needs to correct. He said because you go to jail, but
No.
you want to explain because you were innocent. You had nothing to do with it. I think you can explain that.
Oh, okay. Because I'm innocent, I didn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I was putting myself in I was in a fucked up situation. I'm innocent. I didn't do a motherfucking thing. I want to jeopardize my freedom and I got got good things going on. I was living good,
That's right. So you told me that you're telling me now because you wanted the truth to come out. Why is that important to you?
Because there's been several reports, and everybody just trying to make money off this shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Soliciting me, hanging me out to dry, making me feel like a piece of shit, Yeah.
Okay. So now let's just leave that, put that on the side for a while,
Okay.
and go back to what happened after the shooting. What did you guys do? How did you cover your tracks?
Well, I got away, and I went to the hotel room. Then the next morning, woke up and took off in the rent car that I had. Me and my nephew drove home. So once we got home, the guys was like, man, we need to get this car fixed. So I said, man, I don't want nothing to do with that. Y'all go get that shit fixed. You know what I'm saying? So
What was the matter with the car? Do you remember?
it had bullet holes in it. Yeah. One of the little homies took the car to the shop. Had the car painted.
And then Orlando, I remember I read something about him giving some statements and stuff like that. You know, did you guys talk about what happened afterwards? Did you talk to your nephew about not saying anything?
That's just the code of the streets. They know not to say nothing. Everybody, you know, this is the code of the streets, not to say nothing.
When Suge had his parole hearing, Orlando testified on his behalf. Why did he do that?
Damn. He paid his. Well, he paid it off. Paid us off. He the night before you want me to tell you the whole truth? Well, the night before his hearing was court date, my nephew called me and said meet him up at the lawyer's office. So I get to the lawyer's office. It's Reggie Senior, Sergeant Reynolds, and Suge Knight up to the lawyer's office. And there's two Compton police. One of them was captain and the sergeant. I was like, what the fuck? You know? So I knew some fishy shit was going on there. Yeah.
And he offered you how much?
He gave up $60,000
In exchange for?
to say that he didn't do nothing.
For Orlando to say that?
Yes.
Just give me that in the full sentence. You're not going to hear my voice.
Okay. Well, my nephew asked me to come up to the lawyer's office. And I get there, Suge Knight, Reggie Wright Sr., and Sergeant Reynolds from the Compton PD was there, the lawyer's office. And he was like trying to work out a deal where nephew wouldn't say that the guy kicked him. But it didn't work because the next day the judge said, I can see him kicking you in the head right fucking now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did Orlando regret that?
What's that?
Did he regret it?
Did he regret what?
Like going to court and saying this stuff that wasn't true.
It's the code of the streets, man. Shit.
What's interesting about this is that does Suge know that you guys, at this point, does Suge know that you guys were in that car?
Not that I know of.
Just give me a...
Not that I know.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
Yeah, because the newspaper article came out and said, Keffe D nephew. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to know why the fuck he say my fucking name. You know what I'm saying? Well, I figured his strategy was to kill the head of the snake. You know what I'm saying? Chop off the head of the snake, the rest of the body will fall.
Right, but I'm talking about paying you off to go to court and say that Suge had nothing to do with the, he's the victim, right? You're paying him off.
We're the victim.
No. What I'm saying is Orlando's the victim.
Yes.
Yeah, he was the one who got beaten up.
Beat the fuck up.
He goes and says that Suge didn't beat him up, which is clearly not true.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But on top of it, you guys had shot at him. Does he? And he doesn't know that.
I can't tell you because he's the only one from his crew really that know me. You know And the newspaper article came out saying Keffe D nephew. So I figured he said it from day one, you know. Get rid of Keffe D. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
So he had it out for you.
I thought we was fucking friends. I really did thought we was friends, man. You know? He really was biting off the hand that fed him, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know that we did the groundwork, that I did the groundwork for his record company. Like, this mother was gonna beat him, a nephew, a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Something I wanted to ask you before, and I forgot to ask you, was the day before the fight, when
Yes.
you saw him,
Yes.
what did you guys talk about?
He just said, what's up? What's up, big dog? I said, what's up? Yeah. We two major players in the game. But we got the same boss. You know what I'm saying? Shit. He just had the music industry and I had the streets. That's all.
But you guys were cool.
Yeah, we was cool. Yeah, we was played football since we was little kids.
No, but I mean in that moment, like when you saw him the day before the fight.
Yeah. He acted cool. Shit.
Yeah. The other, another question that I remember that I wanted to ask you is, who shot the Cadillac? Because you had to get...
It was pot. I don't know why they didn't even test me for powder burns. I don't know why.
So I talked in the middle of it. Tell me again, please.
I don't know why the police didn't check him for powder burns, because he got the shooting and everything. I just ducked. Car was all shot the fuck up. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, just moving on. We got like 15 more minutes. How much time do we have on those cards? Are we good? 11. Okay, cool. Just give me a second. Just pull this up.
You know what he said about Reggie threatening me the next day?
I thought that was for you. You said
You want me to do it?
you wanted to keep that to you? Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right. We're rolling.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, well, the next day I got home. I was in my front yard. About 4:15. Here come Reggie Sr. Flying up, coming up from Greenleaf with birds. Ran the stop sign and everything, parked on the wrong side of the street. Jumped out the car and talking about, hey, Keffe D, let me tell you something, motherfucker. I said, what's up? He's like, if you kill my motherfucking son, bail's coming off. You get your motherfucking ass. I said, what the fuck is you talking about? Yeah, I'm just letting your ass know, motherfucker. Like, oh, I just looked at him crazy. What the fuck is you talking about? Reggie Sr., so, it was bad. They was the mayor, and everybody was against us, man. Yeah, everybody, the whole town.
And can you explain who, because I don't know that a lot of people know who Reggie
Sr. is a Compton police. He's a captain. They had another guy, Reynolds. They was all under the Death Row banner. Even the mayor, Omar Bradley, was all up under that shit.
Can you tell me what, because I think we touched on that before, but I didn't really get a good picture. It's like, how affiliated was Suge with LAPD?
LAPD and Compton police.
And Compton police, yeah.
Yeah, he was shit. Most of the guys is from his neighborhood. A lot of the guys from, like, David Mack, Reggie Sr., Reggie Jr., Patterson, Reynolds, all of them is from his neighborhood. So that's how you got that plug with them. You know, shit. It was really, really dangerous for us. You know what I'm saying? So we really try to stay out of the city of Compton.
Because when you go against Suge, you're going against...
Yes.
Compton. Can you tell me that in a sentence?
Oh, when you're going against Suge, you're really going up against the police. Compton police, Rampart, all that, all his neighborhood friends. So, yeah, he kind of had a winning battle, you know. Who else better to have on your team is the police? So we was kind of fighting a losing battle with them guys. Raid our little spots, take all our guns. Yes.
So that's cool, because I wanted to establish that connection, because a lot of people don't know that he was protected.
Yeah, he's protected by the mayor, city councilmen, the Compton PD, big rank and files.
Who he was paying off?
Shit, he was buying police cars and stuff like that, and, you know, giving out turkey drives for the city, all that shit. So he was really protected. He was in there, you know what I'm saying?
So when he was he was giving out turkeys to people, or like having, you know, shit like in the park, whatever, free food for people. That's to pay off cops.
And no, they had very nice cars that they shouldn't have on the police saddles. Very nice cars.
It's crazy that the record business paid for that.
Yeah, I paid for that. Yeah, I started them off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So I wanted to establish that connection. I also want to ask you, what's the connection between Puffy and Zip? Because you never told me that. You told me that he introduced you to Puffy, but I don't know what their relationship is.
I don't really, you know, I didn't really know that. I didn't get deep into that. He was just, shit. I was a major player. I had the bread.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just that Zip came to you, and then that's how you ended up meeting Puffy.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I think
3 minutes?
9 more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we went over a bunch of shit, so...
Oh, you know, let's go back to Chris. I want to take Chris Brown out of there, though. You know what I said about the dudes being blood?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, take Chris Brown out of there, because my niece...
You have to tell me the whole thing again, then, so I can use it.
Okay, my niece...
Sit back.
Okay, sit back.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
About the Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Okay, well, these guys running around here claiming blood. These little entertainers like Justin Bieber, Bow Wow, and what's the guy's name? On Love and Hip Hop.
We had the same question last time. Somebody came up with it.
What's the guy's name?
Was it? Soldier Boy.
Okay. Oh, let me start over again. All right. Well, as far as the guys claiming blood, this Justin Bieber, Bow Wow, and Soldier Boy. Well, it's just a fab. Y'all need to stop that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? People from our background is trying to get up out of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You guys wait to get $1 million and want to be in blood. That's wrong. Y'all doing it backwards. You know what I'm saying? You guys not from here. You get caught up in that bullshit. But you guys doing it backwards. You guys should be trying to lead it for examples. Set example for kids. Don't try to game bang. You told me that last time. You gave me a really good quote. You were like, you're doing it the other way around, right? You're doing it backwards. It's not that you don't want to. You're supposed to be getting out of the hood. Okay. You're supposed to be getting out of the hood, not coming back $1 million going into the hood. Our object is to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Get out of gangs. You guys doing it backwards. You guys need to cut that bullshit out. So is that because we talked about Tupac? Is that how you felt about Tupac? Yeah. I feel all these guys, entertainers, you guys faking. Tupac specifically, what was it about him? What was it about Tupac? That you didn't like? Because you told me you didn't like him last time. I didn't ever say I didn't like him. Yes, you did. You thought he was a punk-ass gangster wannabe or something, you said. Oh, yeah, he going around jumping sets. First, he was with the Outlaws. He's from New York, Baltimore, Oakland. God damn. You know, that's against the code, man. You can't be jumping sets on me. Stick to one set on me. So you tripping. Yeah, and that ain't the way it go. You don't supposed to join the gang. Supposed to be getting out of the gang. 25, become a grown man and get up out that shit. Shit ain't about nothing. It's either the prison or the fucking graveyard. So, you know, best thing to do, Justin Bieber and them, Stay the fuck up away from that bullshit. So they ain't right. Yeah, I'm telling you from an OG.
Right. Yeah. Did you how long? Okay, how
the threats? Mike Tyson, you liked that too?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, yeah, I got threat. A few people threatened me on the internet. Mike Tyson, Tretch, Spice One. Stick to rapping and boxing. You guys ain't about that life, man. You don't want to do life in prison. You know what I'm saying? You need to cut that bullshit out, man.
Well, so you're telling all these people not to do this? Oh, go for it. I'll just give you the question while he changes that.
Okay. I'm telling all these people not to do this, and I'm the fucking leader.
Well, but also,
I quit, though.
Yeah, oh, good. So you say that, because that's part of like why you're talking to me now, because you're out of the game.
Yeah, I'm 50-some years old, grandkids.
Right. I have to say, I think the tie and the suit is better than the penguin shirt.
My daughter and them said I look like a swap meet bomb. So, Daddy, if you let that put, I swear to God, that's that shit from the swap. They know. Tell us you, homie. That's just what.
It's like a bird. It's like a bird.
Toby,
a bird on your chest. Is what
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but I know swap me though.
Yeah. So this Versace, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Clean, man.
Yeah, man. Gave the belt $1,400, shoes $2,200. Just balling, man.
That's right.
Yeah, if it wasn't for me, shoes would have never had a record company, homeboy.
All right, well, we're gonna do 4 or 5 more, and then we're done.
I can't see it.
Yeah, you're seeing it completely on a. Yeah, you're good. So I just want to pick that up. So you were telling all these people not to go back, right?
Yes.
But that was your life.
Yes. I'm trying to tell them not to make the same mistake I made. You know what I'm saying? Get up out that shit, man. It ain't worth it. I'm 54 years old. Got 7 grandkids. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that, man.
What did you learn that you want to make sure these guys don't? What mistakes did you make that you don't want people to make?
What mistakes I made? What, part of drug game?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
That wasn't a mistake. Well, yeah. Mistakes I made with trusting people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't your homeboys. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't right, man. A lot of people folded chairs on me.
Well, you didn't leave. I mean, were you ever afraid? Like, I'm sure getting out of the game makes it better to live with some peace of mind. Like, nobody's going to jump you over something.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I'm kidding. I was just messing with you. Hey, we gonna go over this stuff before you put it on the air, ain't you?
Yeah.
She said we gonna chop it up.
Yeah, of course. We're gonna make it look good.
Okay.
All right. So, a couple of serious questions. Tupac dies. How do you feel about it? I mean, this is a guy who was a major rap star, movie star. You're telling me.
How I feel about it?
You're telling me now that people shouldn't act like gangsters. You feel sad about it at all?
How do I feel about it? Well, I hate the brother, who got himself in that, put himself in a predicament, stuff like that, just take it off. I hate the way it go. Life don't go like that, just taking off on innocent people. My nephew was young, 20 years old, just take off on him. He didn't do nothing to you, He didn't do nothing to you.
So you think it was deserved?
No, I don't think it was deserved. Brother should have kept his hands to himself, and I hated that to go that way because it really fucked up my life. Period. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think about his family?
Yes.
What do you think about?
I hated that to be it. I hated that to throw that away. You know what I'm saying? And Lord be with you guys. You know, that's what I feel.
Do you, since you said it ruined your life, do you have concerns about revealing all this stuff to me now?
Oh, shit. The Lord got me. I'm protected by the Lord, the hand of the Lord. Got a shield over me. He helped me through cancer and everything, you know. Kept a shield on me from being killed by the Compton police, just rampart, all that. Because when I was in, shit.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Since you told us about what happened that night in Vegas, do you feel bad? Do you feel like you want to apologize to Tupac's family?
Yes, I hated that to happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was a good guy. I mean, I hate that happen. He was a good rapper and stuff. He was a good role model for the people. And I just hate he had that bad side in him. You know what I'm saying? So I always want to take off.
Do you want to apologize to his family?
No, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing to his family. Yeah.
Okay. One last time. You said the shots came from the back. Big Dre, Orlando. Who shot Tupac?
They keep it for the code of the streets. It just came from the back seat, bro.
So can you just tell me it was either one or the other?
Can't tell you that. It was in the back seat.
Wayne, this is not something that we don't know already. You told me who was seated in the back, and you're saying the shots came from the back. So I'm asking you to tell me, in your own words, that either it was one or the other.
I don't know who it was. It just came from the back seat.
They're both dead.
Yeah.
What's your concern?
What's my concern?
Yeah. Honestly, just...
Right now, I just want the Lord is protecting me, so I really don't have no concern. I'm in the hands of the Lord. Yeah. All my people is religious.
No, you're concerned in revealing who shot Tupac.
That's my concern?
Yeah.
I don't have no concern. I just want to be saying I'm no fucking rat running around like that, dude.
So this is about your code, right? This is about...
Yes.
Can you tell me that?
Yeah. Oh, this is about the code. I'm saying it came from the backseat on, you know. I'm tired of everybody trying to extort money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just out for the money, being greedy. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of bullshit. You know?
Okay.
Soliciting us. They've been soliciting us for years, man. Yeah.
All right, I've done all I can. One more question. You know how I do my little research? I read that a Glock 40 was found in Corey's yard. Is that true? Corey Edwards?
Well, they said Corey was the first one that made statements about the situation. And I never gave Corey no gun. And nobody from that car never gave Corey no gun.
Can you tell me how the gun ended up in the car?
I ain't had no gun. I don't know who had a gun.
Okay. What happened to the gun after the murder? What'd you do with it?
I have no recollection of what happened to that gun, so.
Okay.
So you know about Corey snitching me out like that?
No, I just read that I didn't know about the snitching. I knew that the gun was found in his backyard.
Yeah, his neighbor got killed. This shit ain't going on the thing. It is?
No.
No, his neighbor got killed. He got scared.
Right.
Called Suge. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Yeah. So,
All right, man. Well, do you think somebody tossed a gun to frame him? The one that was found in the backyard?
that was bullshit. Corey was just trying to get out of trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll pick it up in Vegas then, yeah?
Yeah. That's what he said.
Told you. I mean, that's what Tara wants, too. It's not just me. Thanks, man.
But I would think, maybe you might want to ask some aesthetic questions now. Was it sunny? Was it clear? Were windows up and down? You might now.
Oh, yeah, let's get that real quick. Yeah.
Just in terms
it's actually it's nighttime, so.
Yeah, but you might want to mention it. They say it happened at night.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's just do it real quick. Just sit down.
Just a setting.
3 minutes.
My sister gonna kill me, man, if I don't go cook that food.
It's your lawyer who's asking.
But just setting.
This will be super quick.
That's why I'm saying that when we leave.
Because it helps the description. Yeah, let's keep rolling. Sorry, guys. Randy, do you have anything?
I have one thing. I'll tell you. You can tell me if it's important.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand right here.
Okay.
Just so that we can sort of paint a picture about that night. Just tell me, was it cold? Was it warm? It happened in.
It was warm. It was kind of warm. September 7th. It was warm. It was warm and shit. It wasn't. What else?
Was it? Were you guys drunk? Because you.
No, we weren't drunk or nothing. You knew fucked up our eye. For the fuck up our eye. We was gonna go get our drink bottles and smoke some weed and stuff.
You knew what you were doing.
Okay.
You weren't under the influence. Never mind. Were you driving fast? How fast were you driving? How slow were you driving?
I was never driving. I was in the passenger.
You were in the car, so.
We took it. We know not to burn rubber. That put us on. From being in Compton, not to burn rubber and stuff like that. Shit.
How long were you driving around till you saw them? How long did you drive around until you saw them?
Oh, well, long. We just left the liquor store. It took about 5-10 minutes to see them.
And what were you doing before that? You're just driving around? Just tell me that.
No, we was going back to we was leaving the liquor store, going to the hotel, to our hotel room.
So you were not out there looking for them specifically?
No.
You just happened to see them?
Just happened to see them.
So it was a bad luck?
Yeah, it was bad luck. Yeah. If he wouldn't even been out the window, we would have never seen him. He was hanging out the window like he was in the parade. Tupac, the ladies was out of Tupac. It's going like this, hanging out the window.
Okay. Any other details that are important?
Darker night windows rolled down.
Oh, yeah. Did you see? Well, you just told me.
It was dark. Nighttime. What time was it? About 9 o'clock? At nighttime, yeah. Yeah. Dang, Corey, where you, man?
Did you guys have the windows down? Was the radio playing?
Yeah, the radio playing. We should go get out and have some fun. So.
Okay, Randy, what you got? You can ask him.
Well, I just think there was.
Yeah.
I got you. There was word on the street that Orlando, after the shooting, was taking credit for it.
No.
Can you speak to that, react to those sentiments?
Orlando would never go around bragging about no stuff like that. Why would he incriminate himself? You know what I'm saying? If he did some stuff like that. Orlando would never do no stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Never in his life.
So to the best of your knowledge, there was no chatter in the streets between the two gangs about that?
No, not to my knowledge. I heard they had a hit out on me for $100,000. So I'm worried about that.
Describe that. What did you hear about this hit?
What's that?
What did you hear about this hit?
That was They had a meeting at Lucas Park, and they said they had a hit out on me. I just don't know what happened.
Who had a hit out?
The fucking Death Row, Parus. Maybe the police. That's the only person I was worried about was the police. Because they can handcuff you and pull you over and kill your ass. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on. Can everyone sit still for 15 seconds while we got a room count?
Mr. Dorsey, those were the two conversations we listened to in 2017, correct?
Yes.
And then in 2018, the finished product the jury saw yesterday, that was Mario Diaz's finished product.
Yes, February of 2018 is when the show premiered.
At some point, did you become aware of a book written by Mr. Davis and a Joseph Yah?
Yes, I was maybe late 2018 when I think a Twitter account popped up under Keffe's name, and they were starting to promote it and put excerpts from the book up. That's when I knew for sure the book that he had mentioned during his interview with Death Row Chronicles that was actually happening.
And then in 2019, did you actually get a copy of the book?
Yes, as soon as the book was published, like the first day I got a copy and read it.
Did you read it?
I did. I read it immediately in one go, one sitting.
Subsequent to that, have you seen Mr. Davis hold the book up and claim ownership of this book?
Yes, when he did his first Vlad TV interview, Vlad TV is a channel on YouTube that's a really popular interview channel. That was in, I think, the summer of 2019. He, at one point, held up a copy of his book and told people that they should read it and that it was the real truth.
First, I'm going to show you State's Proposed Exhibit 67, 68. I should take a look at those.
Yep.
Do those appear to be the front and back cover of that book that Mr. Davis was displaying and taking ownership of?
Yes, they do.
Move to admit.
Any objection?
Objection.
So admitted.
Showing you what's been marked as 127. Just briefly flip through that. That's the Kindle version because there is a redaction in there. While he's doing that, I'm going to put 167 and 67.
Yes,
appears to be the Kindle version of that particular book.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to go through the entire book with you, but I do have some questions. Does Mr. Davis in the first chapter describe his purpose in writing this book?
I don't recall exactly what he says at the beginning of the book.
Okay, the jury will have it back.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
I guess, Judge, I'll move to admit, what is that, 127?
Is that the book? So Kindle excerpts of the book.
It's the Kindle book with the court's redaction.
Okay. Any objection that hasn't previously been relegated?
May I approach?
You may. That will be admitted.
Within this book, does the defendant well, let me ask you this. Do you know who Michael Duro is?
Yes, Michael Duro Jr., his street name was Little Al. He was Orlando Anderson's best friend. I understand, going back to when they were toddlers.
And in the book, does Mr. Davis claim that he had some little homies in Las Vegas, and that's how he learned about the 662?
Yes, he said that there were people that were locals there that had heard the advertisements that the concert was happening that night with Tupac.
Judge, I'm going to ask you to take judicial notice of State of Nevada versus Michael Duro, 96C 13644 in the 8th Judicial District Court of Nevada, that Michael Duro was bound over to district court on June 13th of 1996 for trafficking in a controlled substance and transporting a controlled substance, pled guilty, and on August 20th of 1996 was remanded to boot camp and was in boot camp at the time of the homicide.
Give me the case number again.
96C 136488.
13649.
96C 136488.
488. Okay, perfect. Give me 1 second. Duro, D-U-R-R-O-G-H.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me check judgment of conviction. There is a judgment of conviction from a plea on 2/3/97 showing that. Judicial notice is taken.
Thank you. And specifically that he was remanded to the custody of NGOC on August 20th, 1996 and remained there through the time of the homicide.
August 20th, there was a hearing, status check on a 120-day evaluation. And then he was ordered committed. The order of commitment was 8/22/96. Okay, I'll take that judicial notice then.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, did you give Michael Duro's moniker?
Yeah, it's called Little Al. Little Owl on the street. Owl like the bird.
Within the book, does Mr. Davis use a different moniker for Little Al?
Yes, he calls him the Reaper.
We just heard Mr. Davis talk about Corey Edwards in that second interview.
Right.
Do you know who Corey Edwards is?
Yes, he was at the time a close associate of Keffe D's. I think he referred to him as a lieutenant in his organization.
And the moniker, he uses the real moniker in his book, correct?
His name was C-Ray.
At the end of, well, before I get to the end of this book, early on, does the defendant describe his early criminal career that ultimately resulted in some convictions that sent him to prison?
Yes.
And Judge, I have marked as State Proposed Exhibit number 73 and 74 a felony conviction for possession of a controlled substance in Municipal Court of Compton, Judicial Court, County of Los Angeles, State of California, in case number A636901, as well as same charge, case A637226.
Any objection? Or you're asking to admit those?
Yes. No,
Any objection, Mr. Stamps?
No objection, Your Honor.
So admitted?
Mr. Davis also describes going to prison for 3 or 4 years in the late 80s.
Yes, he refers to it as gladiator school.
Now, at the back of the book, he calls out some people that he's upset with.
Yes.
One of those people is...
Objection, Your Honor, is the leading.
Okay. Will you rephrase?
Do you know... Well... Who's Uchi's?
Uchi?
Yeah.
Uchi, I think we believe, is Win Prince, who was a very good friend of his, that he believed had snitched him at some point.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to this as speculation.
What's your response, State?
Well, I'll lay a little more foundation.
Okay. So it's sustained at this time. You may attempt to lay more foundation.
What does Mr. Davis say about Uchis in the book?
He says that Uchi has been a good friend of his
Before he-
since they were
before he
children.
answers the question, may I approach?
Yes. All right. You're to disregard the last answer to the incomplete question. The state, you may proceed.
Thank you. Can you describe for me what the defendant describes about Uchi's in the book?
Sure, he says he's one of his oldest friends, describes him as his right-hand man, and says that he is dead, that he's been killed. All three of those things line up with wind prints.
I'm going to ask you the next question, which is, what do you know about Wendell Prince?
Not a whole lot, other than just he was really tight with Keffe. There's a great photo of them together. There's actually several photos of them together over the years. And I know, I think Wendell Prince was ultimately killed, I think in like a backyard over a drug deal or something like that. And I believe Keffe was listed as a pallbearer at his funeral.
What does he say about Tucker in the book?
He says that he is the brother of NBA player Tayshaun Prince. And there's only two brothers of Tayshaun Prince, and only one of them is involved in any of the street business, which would be Thomas Lamar Prince. And I'm not sure what else he says about Prince as far as, but I think he's listing people he has grievances with.
And finally, you don't know, there's a person named Menace.
Right.
You're unable to identify.
We've never been able to figure out who Menace is. There was a Southside Crip with that street name, but we don't think that that's who it is.
Now, you've been involved in this project, well, I guess it's 2012.
Correct.
In 2012, did you go and look at all the publicly available information there was that you could find?
Yes.
Did you, I'll start with Defense Exhibit A. Can you put it on me? I would do this actually like this, but Mr. Davis in 2008 said that the girls.
Objection, Your Honor, to leading.
I'll rephrase.
Okay.
What did Mr. Davis say in 2008 about the girls on the corner?
He said that after the shooting happened, that they drove forward and hit the right turn on the Koval, just like he was in the white Cadillac, and that they almost collided with each other. He referred to them as stupid bitches and said that they shot back at them and the girls stopped.
As of 2008, when that statement was made, was there any public information of a car chasing the Cadillac?
There was not no public information about the girls in a Sebring chasing the Cadillac, no. Nor about them almost colliding with each other.
I'm going to object, Your Honor, as the foundation. How does he know about public knowledge?
Sustained.
In the public information you were able to find, were you able to find any information?
That's right. I've never seen that before 2008 printed anywhere, that there was a near collision between the girls in the Sebring and the white Cadillac as they were fleeing.
Once again, I'm going to object as the foundation. Public knowledge as to how exactly is he talking about?
If you could lay more foundation about what he's reviewed to ultimately state this.
Sure.
What did you review?
The definitive book for a long time on this case was Kathy Scott's book, The Killing of Tupac Shakur. Probably dozens of news articles from back then that I went back through. I went to UCLA's archives and went through their newspaper archives looking for articles about this. I read the Labyrinth book by Randall Sullivan, which was primarily about Biggie's murder, but also covered Tupac's murder to some extent. It just isn't anywhere that I could find.
Now, Kathy Scott does say girls in a Chrysler sedan, correct?
Correct. She does not say Sebring. She just says a Chrysler. And she doesn't say anything about them going around the corner.
And once again, I'm going to object to that in terms of hearsay. We're now getting into other people's work, and he's quoting it verbatim. I'm not quite clear how that's not hearsay.
Is it offered for its truth,
It's
Mr.
not offered for the
DiGiacomo, or
truth.
is it?
It's offered for the fact that it wasn't said, not that anything that was said.
Okay, so I'm going to overrule the objection. The jury's not to consider what Ms. Scott wrote in her book for truth in any way. It's only to be considered to show that that wasn't included. This specific detail was not included in her book. You may proceed.
And then finally, I'm going to put up for you Defendant's Exhibit B. And if I could figure out how to zoom, because I never used these. So here we go. want you to read that to yourself.
Got it?
Prior to, I can't remember what day, sometime last week, when this report became public, are you aware of any public information that Mr. Anderson was trying to get into the Coyote Cafe?
I've never heard of that.
Thank you, sir. I'll pass the witness.
Okay. That's
Mr. Dorsey, are you a detective with Metropolitan Police Department?
Nope.
And your testimony here today is really based upon your work for this, let me make sure I got the right book here. Murder Rap?
No, I had nothing to do with the writing of that book.
I don't care about the writing of the book, but you're here because of the Chronicles, the Death Row Chronicles thing that you did, right?
Let's make sure we're talking about the correct things. I did not write that book. I had nothing to do with it. I made the Murder Rap documentary that came a few years later that was based on that book. And then I was a consultant on Death Row Chronicles series that we've been playing interview from here.
Do you recall when the state asked you that you were first involved with this in 2012?
Yes.
In what way were you involved in this in 2012?
Yes, in late 2012, I came across an article about Greg Kading's Murder Rap book, and that's what first alerted me that the book even existed. And I reached out to Greg, asked if he wanted to make a documentary. He sent me a copy of the book and said, read it, and if I'm still interested, he's interested. And we went from there.
And your job really was, for the next couple of years, was to, what, do your own independent research?
Combination of doing my own independent research and also having Greg explain to me, a 3-4 year long investigation that he had conducted.
And your testimony to the jury was that you spent a couple of years doing that.
Correct.
And in terms of the books that you had mentioned that you used was Murder Rap, which is this book right here, right?
Yes.
Written by Greg Kading.
Correct.
And then you also used Kathy Scott's book, right?
That's correct, yes.
This book right here?
Yes.
You know what version of her book that you used?
I'm not sure what version I used.
And then you used another book. And what was that final book?
There was one called Labyrinth by Randall Sullivan.
Did you say that before?
I said it just a minute ago, yes.
Okay. And what other books besides that one?
I'm not sure.
Any other books?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, but there might have been some others.
How about Welcome to Death Row by Lee Savage?
No, I've seen the docuseries that you produced, though.
How about this book here by Frank Alexander, who was present on the night of the shooting?
I've read excerpts from that.
Excerpts?
Yes, sir.
Not the whole thing?
No.
Okay. How about this book here? I think you'd mentioned this before. Original Gangsters?
Yes, I've read that book.
That's the one you said before.
No, I don't think I've mentioned that one yet, but I have read that. I know the author.
And then how about this book here? Looks like it's an autobiography, Only God Can Judge Me by Jeff Cronin.
Yes, I've read that.
All right. Now, fair to say that when your job here and what you've done is talk to us a little bit about you or your work in a documentary, right? That's what you're doing here today.
Sure, and what I learned in the process of making a documentary, yes.
Right, and what you learned in the process of making a documentary. And I just want to make sure we're clear for the jury. Documentaries really is a business, right?
Sure. It's not a very good business, but yeah.
Yeah. In fact, you could do a lot better than sitting up here today talking about or testifying about a murder that took place 30 years ago, right?
I could do better, what, business-wise?
Yeah.
Sure. If I was running a show for Discovery like I do in the past, yes, that pays very well.
Sure. And with regard to what you do with the business, and I want to make sure the jury understands, there is a project, there is a sort of an idea that's out there that's formulated, and then at some point there is a discussion as to whether or not it's marketable or not, right?
Correct.
and then maybe you go out and you farm it out for people to invest in the project and maybe provide money and funding for the project.
Sometimes you do, and sometimes you just do it yourself.
Right. And the idea behind it at some point is because you want to be able to sell your product to the viewers, right?
That's part of the idea, but that's not the only reason I make it.
Sure. Now, in this case, though, when you are looking through your documentary, you're doing a documentary here on the Death Row Chronicles, right? Death Row Chronicles meaning death row, or what was it?
No, I'm focused mainly on the murders of both Tupac and Biggie.
All right. And you team up with Greg Kading.
I do.
And Greg Kading, I would imagine in your work over the 2 years that you did the research, you were looking through all the details of what you could find on the Tupac murder.
Yes, but he also turned over his case files from the LAPD to me. So
can you describe for us what those case files look like?
Absolutely. They were digitized case files. It was over 2,700 PDF reports going back to 97 or so. Probably over 100 hours of audio of interviews with witnesses and potential suspects, photos, crime scene photos, mainly of the Biggie case, that kind of thing.
Anything else?
Off the top of my head, that's mainly it. You got, there was some video of from the Biggie shooting. There was some home video that was entered into as evidence.
All right. And when you were doing your research, the 2 years of research you did on this particular project, you interviewed detectives?
I did. I interviewed Greg Kading. I interviewed Kelly Cooper, who was one of the original detectives out of Wilshire Homicide on the Biggie case. I interviewed, those are the two main detectives I interviewed for the case.
All right. I just want to hear something to do with Las Vegas Metro. Did you interview any detectives from Las Vegas Metro?
I did not.
You do understand that the homicide of Tupac Shakur was the responsibility of Las Vegas Metro?
100%.
And as of right now, you're telling us you interviewed a guy by the name of Greg Kading, who's from California, and some girl from California as well.
No, Kelly Cooper's a man, but yes.
Oh, fine. Kelly Cooper's a man.
Yes.
But both of those people are in California.
Yes.
All right. Now, in addition to that, can you tell us, for instance, who the detectives were that were the lead detectives from Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department that handled this investigation?
Sure.
Please don't interrupt.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You're done? Okay. Sergeant Manning, there was I believe a Detective Becker, a Detective Long.
Anybody else?
That's all I'm aware of off the top of my head.
Okay. Are you aware of a Detective Mott?
Yes. Current or most recent detective, yes.
Now, when you finally put this project together, I'm assuming at some point you called Metro and said, hey, we got the guy who's confessed now to the crime, right?
I do once Death Row Chronicles airs.
I'm sorry, what?
After Death Row Chronicles airs, I reach out to Metro Police, yes.
Yes. You reach out to Metro Police. Who was it that you spoke to at Las Vegas Metro?
Well, first I got on their website and just emailed their general info@homicide email address. And a while later, Detective Mogg responded to me, and we started going from there.
So you know who Detective Mogg is?
I do, yes.
Now, in fact, you were given an interview at some point in the future by the Sun from England. You recall meeting with a reporter?
Yes.
James Desborough?
Desborough, yes.
Okay. And in that interview, you had told Mr. Desborough that you had sent out 100 emails to Metro.
Eventually, once we're going back and forth, yes.
Okay, those emails were all concerning the Tupac case.
Yes, correct.
Now,
and that was over the course of several years.
Fine.
Okay.
But once again, you had said, hey, we have information, please look at my documentary, right? Something along those lines.
No, that's not what I said. I said watch Death Row Chronicles.
Oh, I apologize.
So, you keep conflating my documentary with the series Death Row Chronicles. I did not make Death Row Chronicles. I was just a consultant on it.
Okay.
But that's the one where Keffe first went public with his interview, which made it noteworthy enough for me to be like, you should look at this. This is new information for your case.
And when you sat down to actually start working on the project Death Row Chronicles,
yes,
we are listening to audio of those two interviews that happened, right?
Correct.
Now, up until that point, fair to say, Mr. Davis had never spoken about this publicly.
To my knowledge, he had never spoken publicly about this case. No, that's what made it significant.
Right, and you had been aware, of course, that according to your understanding of the proffer of 2008, if he didn't say anything to, let's say, a media source, then the proffer would still be protecting him.
That's how I understood it, yes.
So, in essence, when you were sitting down with Mr. Davis, you were pushing him to violate the proffer.
I'm not pushing him. I'm not even in the room with him.
I know. We're going to talk about that in a second.
Okay.
But in essence, you are on a little earbud or something along those lines in another room, and you're telling the interviewer to keep pressing on Mr. Davis.
I was not thinking at all about him violating his proffer. I honestly didn't think the proffer would ever be used. I didn't understand that's how that worked. I thought he's giving a public confession. That public confession can be used, absolutely.
Now, in addition to that, you are in another room, and you do not want to be seen by Mr. Davis.
That's correct.
In fact, Mr. Kading, Detective Kading, former Detective Kading, is also not present because he does not want to be seen by Mr. Davis.
That's correct.
And so, in essence, as you're sitting there listening to the conversation, you're telling the person information that's specific to the 2008 recording.
Yes, I'm going. I know when he knows more to a question that he hasn't answered yet, or if there's another way to phrase a question that might help.
Now, in
But I
addition,
can tell you sorry to cut you off, but most of the questions were written in advance. I only offered up maybe a half dozen total across 2 interviews of additional questions.
yeah. So let's make sure we understand because we're not in the room and there's no cameras. As we're listening to the recording, there's another voice that's on the recording, sometimes talking about getting a Diet Coke or something to do like, oh, this is great. Is that you?
No, there were a couple other, it depended on when. People came and went from that office, and there was different people in there on different days. It was just employees of the production company or other contractors that were on that show.
And in addition to that, while you're sitting there, you're having these conversations about Mr. Davis, and you are, is it typing? Because I'm hearing like little knocks on something. Is that you texting?
That's me texting, yes.
And so you're texting the individual that's listening?
I'm texting Maria Diaz, yes, sir.
Now, as you're doing that, of course, Mr. Davis does not know that you're doing that.
Correct.
And you are working at that particular point for which company?
I was a contractor for Entertainment One / Creature Films, the production company.
So you are not an employee, you're an independent contractor?
Correct.
All right. Technically working for yourself?
Sure.
All right. And the contract that was between Mr. Davis and whoever on the show would have been who? You?
No, it would have been with the production company.
All right. So the production company meaning who?
Again, Entertainment One or Creature Films. I'm not sure who he dealt with.
Okay. So Mr. Davis has a contract with regards to the production, and during the time period that we are listening to your recording, fair to say though that you had basically taken your phone and placed it by the speaker.
Yes, that's correct.
And you're basically recording the entire conversation.
That's right.
Including the parts that technically was never ever either produced in a BET production or anything like that.
There were some extra bits in there, sure.
Sure. And once again, you didn't have the permission of either BET to do that, right?
Again, I didn't have to seek their permission to do it.
You're an independent contractor. You don't have a contract with Mr. Davis. So tell me how you believe you could report that without Mr. Davis's permission.
Absolutely. I'm a technical...
calls for a legal conclusion.
It's asking for his contract, Your Honor.
Overruled. I think he can answer the question as asked.
A couple of things. First of all, contract does not outline every single duty that a contract that a crew member is going to do on a shoot. It's not like you have to constantly keep getting permission to do stuff in order to do your job. My job there was primarily centered on his interview. So once I realized that when he showed up that first day and was kind of giving them the runaround, and he was dressed in shorts and a t-shirt and was acting like he didn't know why he was supposed to be there and that the interview wasn't supposed to be that day, I sat in that office for quite a while before they got started. And then when we've learned that basically, look, we're going to have to interview this guy twice. We're going to try to get him in now and get something, but he's going to have to come back later. I thought, okay, well, then I'm going to record it so that in between these interviews, I don't know how long it's going to be before we get him back again, I have a record of what he said so that when we come back for round 2, I know proper questions that should be in there, what has already been answered thoroughly, and what we need to ask him again. That is why I made that recording. Never in a million years did I think that that recording was going to be playing in court.
And of course, you turned over that recording to BET because, once again, it's part of their work, right?
No, of course not.
You kept that recording.
Yes.
And you do understand, though, that in the state of California, if you are recording someone without their permission, that is a crime.
This calls for a legal conclusion again.
I'm asking for his understanding of the laws, Winner.
That calls for a legal
Sustained.
conclusion.
Sure, I'll
It's sustained. Hang on, you can, if you want to rephrase without asking him about a specific California law.
Ah, that's all right. He's reading into it. Let me ask you this question, though, sir. When you are recording this conversation,
yes.
did you, at that particular point, turn it over to Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department?
I did not.
You kept that recording,
Yes.
and then you created your project with that, right?
No. I've never used that recording for anything. What project are you talking about?
Let me ask you this, though, sir. In terms of who's responsible